Hello and welcome to our UniWell Body and Mind Awareness podcast. Embodying Well-Being, the episode is where we explore the intersections of creativity, movement, and mental health. Today we're diving into a topic that's both ancient and deeply relevant to modern life: creative movement and improvisation, not just as artistic practices, but as powerful tools for cultivating well-being. So, whether you're a dancer, a student, a teacher, or just someone curious about how moving your body can change your mind, this episode is for you. Let's get started. Creative movement is more than just dancing freely. It's a way of expressing what's inside you without words. It's spontaneous, authentic, and often deeply personal. Imagine moving not to look a certain way, but to feel a certain way, to embody an emotion, a memory, or simply the joy of being alive. And here's what's beautiful. It doesn't require any technique. No one's judging your posture or counting your steps. Creative movement prioritizes expression over perfection. You move with the body you have, in the moment you're in. Now let's talk about improvisation, a core component of creative movement. Improvisation means you're not planning what comes next. You're listening to your breath, to the space around you, to your emotions, and you're letting that guide you. As movement pioneer Anna Halprin once said, improvisation invites us to move toward life. And historically, that's exactly what dancers like Halprin and Isadora Duncan did. They broke away from rigid technique and embraced freedom, responsiveness, and risk. And in doing so, they transformed what dance could be. Today, improvisation is used not only in performance but also in education, therapy, and wellness. It's deeply connected to somatic disciplines like the Feldenkrais method, body-mind centering, and authentic movement, each of which frames movement as a tool for sensing, healing, and discovery. So how does this all relate to well-being? Let's break it down into 4 guiding principles. 1. Flow state. You know that feeling when you lose track of time doing something you love? That's flow. When we improvise, especially through movement, we often drop into this deep state of focus and ease. It's been linked to reduced anxiety and greater happiness. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who coined the term, described flow as a balance between challenge and skill, a sweet spot of embodied engagement. 2. Emotional expression. Movement gives form to feelings that can be hard to express in words. You can dance your joy, your grief, your stress. Through movement, you create space for what psychologist Amabile called emotional literacy, the ability to recognize, understand, and release emotions safely and creatively. 3. Self-actualization. Creative movement helps us explore who we are, what makes us unique. When we let go of judgment, perfectionism, or comparison, we begin to move in ways that reflect our own truth. That's self-actualization, the realization of your full potential, your wholeness. 4. Social connection. And here's the social piece. When we move together, through group improvisation or shared exploration, we build empathy. We listen not with words, but with our bodies. Neuroscience even shows that synchronous movement, like dancing together, activates parts of the brain associated with trust and bonding. Now you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually do this? You don't need a studio. You don't need to be a dancer. You just need to start moving with intention and attention. Here are some simple ways to bring improvisation into your daily life. Stretch or sway while brushing your teeth. Move how you feel, angry, tired, playful, for just 2 minutes a day. Put on a random piece of music and let your body respond. Between study sessions or Zoom meetings, stand up and do a reset dance. Use movement as a check-in. What does anxiety feel like in your arms? How would joy walk across the room? Creative movement is not about doing it right. It's about being real. One of my favorite things about creative movement is how it helps us reconnect with our inner landscape. That place inside where decisions, emotions, and instincts live. Improvisation trains us to make quick decisions, moment by moment, based on what's happening within and around us. We become more adaptable, more responsive, and less stuck in rigid patterns. And we also become more aware of our patterns, how we react to discomfort, how we hold tension, how we seek control or resist flow. In this way, creative movement becomes a form of embodied self-inquiry, a space where play, healing, and growth come together. So, as we wrap up today's episode, here's the invitation. Move. Freely, often, authentically. Whether you're dancing in your bedroom, improvising with a friend, or simply walking with more awareness, every movement is a chance to come home to yourself. Creative movement is not just for performers. It's for anyone seeking vitality, clarity, connection, and a little more joy in everyday life. Remember, your body is wise. Let it speak. Thanks for listening to Embodying Well-Being. If this episode inspired you, share it with a friend, try a movement prompt, or reflect in your journal. And if you want more resources, check the show notes for links to guided practices and reading suggestions. Until next time, keep moving with intention and stay curious. Hope to meet you in the next episode.